Hey, welcome to this video. If you arrived here, you're probably searching for a review of Job Ready Programmer, so I'll go over how it works and give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good investment for you. Now, I'm always, and a good use of your time. Now, I always come out with videos like this, so consider subscribing, and if you like my free training on the number one simplest and fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, working part-time hours, then all you have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training if you want. All right, Job Ready Programmer, let's dive in. So what this is, basically, it's a platform created by a very successful software developer. It is a best-selling book, won an award for one of on the big course platforms. Has 118,000 subscribers on YouTube, although he hasn't been active on there lately. Maybe he'll get back on. He's taught over 250,000 students software development, and people are really loving his trainings for the most part. Now, I couldn't really find any complaints, to be honest. So now there are basically two career tracks that he teaches within IT. There's software development. If you scroll down to give you an idea, on the right side there's software development, and you can see he covers things like Java, which is a back-end language. It's been around for 30 years, around there. Data structures, jQuery, mostly Java. And you'll notice he doesn't teach Angular, Bootstrap, a lot of these new front-end technologies that are always coming out. And I think the reason he does this, he kind of alluded to this in one of his videos, is because, or not alluded, he actually explained this in one of his videos, because front-end is always changing, so you can spend, I'm paraphrasing, but you could spend, 2 years working on CSS and UI design, and then all of a sudden you quit that job, and then the landscape has completely changed. And I totally agree with them on that. And also, a lot of the new softwares are starting to replace CSS, where any ordinary person with no coding knowledge can just drag and drop. And so, where does that leave someone who only knows front end, right? So he really focuses on the server side and the back end of things. So this whole right side, it's great if you're already working. So if you're already working in software development, this whole right side would be for you. It'll kind of allow you to improve your skills, or if you have a computer science degree. But what if you don't have a computer science degree or any experience in software development? Well, you'd want to focus on the left-hand side, which would essentially teach you how to become a data analyst. Now, I went through this process about 5 years ago, so I could speak about it intimately. I'm not a data analyst, but I went through his training. Now, the great thing about being a data analyst is the barrier to entry is much lower than becoming a software developer. To become a software developer, you'll need to spend at least 2 years of independent study on it, studying hours and hours a day. You'll need a computer science degree. That's just how it is. But with becoming a data analyst, it won't take you as long. You don't necessarily need a computer science degree, and it should only take you about 3 months, according to him. 6 hours of study a day, 3 months to learn this enough to get a entry-level job. But 6 hours a day, so you're gonna have to study pretty hardcore. The first 2 months you would just be studying SQL, or SQL as it's called. That's a relational database language, and then 1 month on Tableau. That's a data visualization software. So these first 2 courses and then his Tableau course would pretty much get you to where you need. And then you might want to pass some exams. Then you should be ready for an entry-level Oracle job. Now he actually has several courses on Udemy. So this is the course I took, his Oracle introduction. You see very high ratings, 4.6 stars out of, lots of people have gone through it. And the great thing about being a data analyst is the average salary is quite high already, $70,000 to $80,000 a year, depending on your city. And again, the barrier to entry is much lower than becoming a software developer. Now, eventually you can transition to becoming a software developer where you might be earning $120,000, $130,000 a year, but you want to start being a data analyst if you don't have a computer science background. And then, well, the training is very good. I'm not going to go through all of it, but you can just go through it yourself. You'll be learning how to write different queries, select statements, sorting data functions, updating data, manipulating data, changing objects, tables, indexes, constraints, all that good stuff. It's 13 hours of video. His teaching style is very good. The curriculum is very linear and well thought out and not random like a lot of courses that kind of just spray all this information at you at once. And you're like, I don't even know what's going on here. So a very good teacher, because not everyone who's good at a particular skill can teach it, but he's actually able to teach it, which is very important. And then he explains not only the how, but the why. So you're getting a deep understanding. And then he repeats stuff a lot, but in a good way, using different situations from different angles, so you really get a deep understanding of these topics. You'll have you pause videos and then you'll have to complete an assignment, and then compare, and then you can do it yourself. It's not one of those courses where you just sit back and watch it like a Netflix movie. It's you're actually gonna have to participate, which is good. And then you can write your answers down and then compare to his answers. And then he also show you different ways of different solutions, because sometimes there's multiple ways of doing something, and he'll teach you the not so great solution and then maybe a better solution in a lot of cases. And so 4.6 stars, almost 36,000 ratings. The price of the training is, let's just go back here. If you're serious, I would just get the $650 one. Yeah, I would not just mess around. I would just go for the full $650 one. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And then again, to get an entry-level job, you would just learn about SQL and then Tableau, basically. Another really nice thing is he has job placements in place. So if you score 75% on 2 1-hour exams, at least 75%. He'll leverage his contacts on LinkedIn, market your profile to get interviews, and then you also have he also offers one-on-one Zoom calls for career mentorship and mock interviews. Very important, because it's not just about learning the skills. More importantly is really learning how to sell yourself. That's like 70-80% of it, to be honest. What to write on your LinkedIn, what to write in your profile, how to get interviews, what to say in the interviews, that sort of thing. I do think the one-on-one calls, I think it costs extra. I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's included with the $650 package. It might cost extra. But anyway, if you're someone who's looking for a career change, this is definitely an option. I mean, he does make it sound very easy to land an entry-level job. I don't think it's going to be that easy, to be honest. I tried about 5 years ago. Now he does say, to his credit, he is very transparent. He says you'll need some type of degree. No one's going to hire you if you don't even have a university degree. That's like the bare minimum. But he says you could have majored in anything. You could have majored in zoology or psychology or economics. It doesn't really matter. I'm not so sure about that. I think employers these days they have so many different options. A lot of people want to get into this type of career. It's not underground anymore. Everyone knows what a data analyst is now, pretty much. So. It's very competitive. You're going to be competing with younger grads, and if you're over 30, it's just going to be all the more difficult. So, just go through the list of jobs on Indeed, asking for data analyst or SQL developer or just SQL, or even junior data analyst. Look at what they're asking for. You could submit fake resumes. That's what I was doing, and that's when I realized, I'm probably not going to be able to get a job in here, because I wasn't getting any responses out of all the fake resumes I was sending that were similar to my credentials. He says 68% of software developers are self-taught. I would like to know what year that stat is from. Or I would like to see it broken down by age. So I'm sure in the past that was the case. Most software developers were self-taught, but nowadays I don't think you're going to make it past HR if you don't have a very specific pedigree, a certain degree or diploma from a certain place, and certain experiences, the right contacts, all that stuff. So it's just very difficult to break into a new career. And he just makes it sound very easy. And another thing, I haven't found that many success stories on his website, or if you go through his comments on his YouTube channel. about people who have actually successfully transitioned to a data analyst career from something else. It's mostly just people who are either students or they found the learning or they comment on his teaching style. They enjoyed the course, but are they actually landing jobs with this trading? That's the real question. And I've only been able to find one person who was able to transition. I and it was on one of the YouTube comments. I believe it was one on where he talked about he was talking about the data analyst. So just I would go to his channel, type in data analyst, and I think it's in the top. It's either the second or the first video at the top of that search that you'll find that comment. It was like a 46-year-old person who was able, just with his SQL training and his Tableau training, and then a little bit of additional SQL training, was able to land an entry-level job. But I've only found one example of that, so that doesn't mean you can't land a job as someone who has a non-traditional background. I just think it's going to be very difficult, and it's becoming increasingly more difficult as more people are finding out about these kind of careers, and there's just so much competition. Again, I just advise you to go through the Indeed job postings in your city and see what they're asking for. It'll be computer science degree, under 30 years old. Some of them actually even specify you have to be under 30 years old, which is really, I don't know how they're allowed to get away with that, but mostly for the junior positions. And 3 years experience in SQL. It's just what they're asking for, and the salaries don't really mesh with what's being promoted all the time. So, but is the training in here very good? Yes, it is. I went through this training. It wasn't hosted on Udemy back in the day, but I went through this training, and I walked away from it feeling like, I learned a lot about SQL. Even someone like me who is not technical at all was able to understand most of it, or all of it. I had to take it a bit slow, but I eventually got it. So, very good training. And then I like that he also offers, a job, job training as well, how to get a job. So I would definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, it gets my stamp of approval. Great platform. But look, maybe you're here not necessarily because you are interested in job-ready programmer, or you want to become a programmer or a data analyst. Maybe you're just here because you're looking for a simple, reliable way to earn money working remotely, because that was my goal back in the day. It's not that I necessarily wanted to be a data analyst or a software developer. I was just tired of working customer service, and I was just looking for a way out, any way out. And maybe you're in that position. So I tried all sorts of stuff. I tried becoming a data analyst. That obviously didn't pan out for me. I tried blogging, freelancing, domain flipping, survey websites, affiliate marketing, all the different ways of doing affiliate marketing, and none of the strategies I was implementing seemed to be working for me. It was a very confusing, frustrating time. And for 2 years, I just spent 2 years spinning my wheels, not getting any results. I could make a sale here and there. I was selling stuff online, other people's products, but I could never for the life of me figure out how to turn a profit at the end of each month, because profit is everything, right? I mean, anyone can make a sale here and there, but at the end of the day, it's how much are you taking home? That's what matters. And after 2 years of spinning my wheels, not getting any results, I was very sort of dejected, depressed. I figured, all right, maybe I should just swallow my pride and, apply for another call center job again. That's what I was doing before. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, that's not what I went to university for. And so anyway, but I was very fortunate, or maybe just stubborn enough, that after 2 years of spinning my wheels, not getting any results, I eventually stumbled across the right information that taught me how to find a digital product someone else created, how to find a group of people who'd be interested in that product, and when I connect the two together, I earn a commission. It's called affiliate marketing. And the great thing about affiliate marketing is the profit margins are incredibly high, between 40 and 80%. It's higher than any other business model I'm aware of. It's very simple and beginner friendly. You don't need to learn all this crazy code or become an expert on sales psychology is something the average, ordinary, everyday person can do, which is becoming quite rare to find something like that. So you could be a stay-at-home wife. You could be just a normal call center worker like I was. It doesn't matter. You don't need any special skills or credentials to get started. You don't need to know anyone. It's just a very beginner-friendly business model. You could be a solopreneur, just one person on your laptop making really good money for yourself. You don't have to deal with an annoying boss, annoying coworkers. You don't have to partner with anyone. You could just be by yourself, making really good money for yourself. So that's very exciting. And the most exciting part of it is you have a ton of leverage and automation in place. So you don't have to be there all the time. So if you want to go hiking, fishing, spend the day with your family, stare at the grass, whatever you want to do, you can do that and still be generating commissions in the background on autopilot 365 days a year, which is really exciting. Now, when I was first learning this stuff, I didn't get results immediately. At first, it was, a sale every month, and then it was a sale every few weeks, and then it was multiple sales a week, and then now in some cases, multiple sales a day, and it's just been increasing in frequency from there. And if you'd like to learn what's been working for me, and lots of other students, all you have to do is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you, not to a sales page, my actual free training I put together that'll just teach you how to sell other people's digital products, basically. And you can go into any niche or a niche you want to go into. You could sell, it doesn't just have to be in the make money online niche, like a lot of people think. You could sell weight loss, dog training, gardening, lead generation, dating, personal development, golf, how to build a beehive, back pain, diabetes, whatever, anything you're interested in or you think you could get interested in, that's potentially a niche you can go into. You could sell, you could sell a course that'll teach people how to get jobs. If you can find something like that, you kind of get the idea. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Job Ready Programmer. Again, I can't say anything bad about this platform, this training. Very good training. It's just, are you going to get a job as a data analyst? That's the thing. It's just not as easy or as simple as, he's a very good marketer and he makes it sound very easy. But I mean, maybe it will be for you. For me, it wasn't, right? It just depends. You could say I wasn't going hard enough. That's probably true. But only you can make that decision for yourself, right? I would just look at the jobs available in your city. I would craft some fake resumes. Don't spam your city with fake resumes because you don't want to, go through all the jobs. But I just kind of test the waters a bit and see is this actually realistic? Can I actually get a job as a data analyst in 3 years, or is there a better way to earn money? And only you can answer that, right? It's going to depend on your situation, your skill set, your city, your location, a whole host of variables, right? I can't answer that for you. But that's it. If you would like to get into, if you're dead set on becoming a data analyst or you are already a software developer, then go ahead and sign up for Job Ready Programmer because the training's great. I can't say enough about it. It's just a very good training, better than pretty much all my professors in university. It's just it might not be that easy to get a job. And that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope to see you on the other side of that link, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.